Hey, it's Mike with GreenGlides. Wanted to do a hopefully quick update on a glide change, we'll call it. This is for the WP2 LP3S, and that is the 11.5 inch, very triangulated head Westpac 2-jet that I've recently fallen in love with. And this, as you can tell, handwritten skew on there. This is a very old glide, and when I took over GreenGlides, whatever it's been, 2 years ago, in the shipping and customer relations, I didn't sell one of these for what felt like a year and a half. It just was not a good seller. I took upon myself to buy one of the wands. I was curious about how the jets were oriented, and turns out I absolutely love the wand. Put out some videos, and all of a sudden these glides are selling like crazy, and I'm down to my last few. But it occurred to me that, or didn't occur to me, it was pointed out to me, and I figured this out, that this is the back of the glide. This angle here interferes with that triangulated head, as does the end of that plug, we'll call it. So the glide doesn't fit all the way into the gullies, we'll call them. Still works fine, but it looks like there's an air leak when there's not, but it just doesn't look quite right. And I've never liked how these internal bridges are, or walls, between the nubs or bridges. See how thin this one is? So they end up collapsing with a strong truck mount, somewhat, not totally. And they collect hair. They're sharp and crud and things stick to there. So the opening on this glide is very narrow, and there's a hard squeeze in there. On the Sapphire, we'll use an example, in the PMF Mach 12, you take off the metal lips, and that way you get a nice, substantial, thick wall there. See the difference? I mean, that's a big diff. So it's a nice, sturdy plug. It's gonna last forever, or last the life of the glide, we'll say, and not gonna cave in or not attract hair or whatnot. And you get a nice, beefy mounting surface, because once you take those lips off, both those walls, that thin sheet metal titanium is very flimsy. So this keeps the the glide or the wand head from pinching in. The Westpac, on the other hand, is a very sturdy metal lipped wand. The lips don't come off, so we went another route, and we've done this on almost all the Westpacs now, and we removed those walls between the nubs. This is now, as you can see, same glide. All our glides are skewed now, so that will last. Obviously, the pen mark will wash away after one cleaning. So you'll always know what model wand you have, which for a lot of guys is important. They don't know what they have, but they can read me that skew. We can order them a new one. The angle now is correct. And without those bridges, you're not going to have any obstructions, no collapses. Going to perform that much better. And we created a new hybrid version for that too, which is super cool. So this one uses 3 nubs. They're nice and thick. It's not going to collapse. That's a very stout wand head. They're going to plug in there nice. But you would look at it from this side and say, oh, you're going to have gaps in the cleaning there. How you going to, isn't that going to leave lines? Well, no, we wouldn't do that to you. Check it out. Is that sick or what? So look at that. You get the nub without diverting or plugging the airflow. I guess you could say you're diverting the airflow, but you'll get a nice clean pattern there with the nubs and none of the collapsing walls. So I'm not sure, because of how narrow this is, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to offer a whole glide as the ones we have in stock. The whole wall is missing, and I'm just not okay selling something of that quality for the price we need to sell it. So for you guys with bad back issues, you have to use the hybrid. But I just love how that came out. So that's it. Update on the 530. And that's what I've been doing with all our glides. One by one, I've been sending the wands back to my glide fabricator, because he hasn't seen them since the early 2000s when he made most of these glides. And all the Pro Chems, Westpacs, PMFs, buying or borrowing those wands, putting them back in his hands, and he's seeing them, with fresh eyes, and he's made incredible improvements and adjustments to all our best sellers and some of our not so best sellers as we work our way through the inventory. But This is a huge hit. If you're on the hunt for a killer one, performs beautifully. It is 11 3/4 inches in the end, so some guys may not like that, but I personally love it. It's built to last a lifetime, and then if you're in the U.S., we deliver them with a glide for just $500. Unbelievable, huh? All right, check us out, greenglides.com. Thanks for hanging in there. Video went too long. Over now. Happy holidays, July 4th. We'll see you.